Pat Ward. Row number 2, starting third out of Sussex, New Jersey, and car number 20, Brett the Jet Hearn. The Madsen Motorsports sponsored ride next to him. In the number 93 out of Clifton Springs, New York, this is Gary Tompkins in the Vincent Racing number 93. He'll start fourth. Row number 3, Chad Brockman in car number 3, the winner Saturday night here at Merrittville. He'll start fifth, while Fast Freddie Carlton in the number 96, he will start in position number 6. Dave Flanagan Jr. in the 74 will ride off in 7th, while Todd Gordon in the Blue Moon Potatoes number 28 will start 8th, and Chris Bellamy in the number 88 will round out the field. That is your lineup for heat race number 4, the final heat race for the Big Block Modified Super Dirt Car Series. Ready to come your way, Dave Farney up on the flag stand, anticipating the start. Off the turn at the VP Racing Fuels making power point. Ready to unleash the power, we are green. Working their way into turn number 1 and 2. The Doctor on the top side. The Genoa Giant down on the bottom. They'll drag race off at 2, and Danny Johnson, defending race winner, will take the lead into turn number 3.
All kinds of forward bite out of that 27 machine of the Doctor, Danny Johnson, as he looks to take command of heat number 3. Meanwhile, back for spot number 3 between Brett Hearn and the number 93 of Gary Tompkins. Looks like Brett Hearn will take that spot away.
Hearn will have the spot into turn number 3. Here comes Ward back underneath the Doctor. Couldn't make it work that time. Hearn is second. Hearn is third. The 93 Tompkins fourth. We've got one around over there in corner number 4. That is the number 3 of Chad Brockman. Caution lights are on. Chad Brockman in the Pineview full throttle number 3B S&M Racing ride. Around over there and coming to a stop in turn number 4. The reason for the caution. Impressive run that he had out there at Oshwegan as well.
Couple of fan favorites, I'm sure, for a lot of these fans out here. Shane, you've got the Doctor on the front row. You've got the 42 of Pat Ward. How about the second row? Brett the Jet sitting there, as well as our local fan favorite, the 96 Fred Carlton, the Bonesmobile.
As we are anticipating the start, 2 laps into this 8-lap heat race, Danny Johnson, Pat Ward, Brett Hearn, and Gary Tompkins, your top 4. Fred Carlton 5th, Todd Gordon 6th, Dave Flanagan Jr. 7th, Chris Bellamy 8th, and Chad Brockman completing the field. Off at turn number 4, VP Racing Fuels making power point. We are back underway. Heading off of corner number 2, it is going to be Danny Johnson reclaiming the number 1 spot into turn number 3 and 4.
Battle shaping up deep in the pack as Chad Brockman looking now to make his way through. He's up to the back end of the 96 Freddie Carlton as he takes to the high side of 1 and 2.
As the Doctor motors down the back straightaway on the top side, Pat Ward still works the bottom into turn number 3. The Doctor shuts the door this time as we come to the line halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. This is where Pat Ward's been able to make his move on the bottom, but the Doctor shuts the door. Ward drifts up. That opens the bottom for Hearn, who looks to take the spot away.
Chad Brockman trying to tiptoe through the rest of the pack deep in the field as he looks to the outside of Fred Carlton, setting it up in turn 3 and 4.
Down into turn number 2. It is the Dr. Danny Johnson with 3 laps remaining, holding court over the 42 P of Pat Ward. Behind them, the 96 of Fred Carlton and Chad Brockman battling for the 5th and final transfer position. Carlton on the inside keeps the spot as we have 2 laps remaining.
Chad Brockman trying to find the lane around that Freddie Carlton machine. Freddie Carlton making that car about 4 cars wide in each and every corner as Chad Brockman really wants that 5th final transfer spot.
Working it off the turn, white flag is in the air. Here we go, Brockman way up the top side of the speedway. That cost him a bunch, and he's going to come to a stop in turn number 4 as the caution lights come on. Oh, baby, baby, baby.
So just a little bit of contact between the 96 and the number 3 that last time around, which will draw the caution here. We'll get the field realigned.
And Chad Brockman pulling up alongside the 96 of Fred Carlton and showed him, I think, maybe one finger, but I'm not quite sure. I couldn't see which one it was.
He was just telling him he thinks he should be number 1.
Well, I couldn't quite see from my vantage point, but I think I got the message. unhappy with Fred Carlton's number 96, so we will get everybody lined up where they need to be. Of course, Brockman off that win at the Oshwegan Speedway a couple of weeks ago in Super Dirt Series competition, looking for the final transfer spot. Danny and the doctor has chosen the inside of the speedway. Pat Ward on the top shelf, ready to fire them up. They will off the turn. As Pat Ward pushes up, Gary Tompkins around. Fred Carlton, no place to go. And Tompkins is sideways here on the front straightaway, so we will be under caution. This is going to shake up the field once again.
Low out of 4. Right to the bottom out of 4.
As Gary Tompkins in the number 93 pulling away under his own power. One to go at the line. And we will try this one more time so everybody will fall in place where they need to be, with the exception of Gary Tompkins, who has gone pit side with the number 93.
Okay, here we go, gentlemen. We're coming to it. 27 J's are control.
Anticipating the start. Turn at number 4. The VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. Danny Johnson, Pat Ward, Brett Hearn, Freddie Carlton, Todd Gordon in the 28, now in the 5th and final transfer position as we get the green to turn number 1.
Brett the Jet has a look underneath the Ward. That time as they exit number 2, the 20 gets the door shut on him by Pat Ward.
Final time into turn number 3 and 4 as they come to the line. White flag is out, starts right now. Danny Johnson into turn number 1 and 2. Pat Ward's 42P. Brett Hearn in the number 20. Brockman back up to the 5 spot with a slider on the 28 of Gordon. Gordon's coming back underneath him into turn number 3 and 4. Danny Johnson's going to win it. Todd Gordon throws the slider back on Brockman. Can he hold him off? Yes, he will. As Todd Gordon gets the 5th and final transfer position, the doctor will win it. Pat Ward 2nd. Brett Hearn will be 3rd. 4th will be Fred Carlton, and Todd Gordon gets the 5th and final transfer spot. Well, that